fog. When I see old glory flying, I still fall apart. And every moment I'm
Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. I know we had a little slow start, but I appreciate everybody. As y'all know, we changed the dates a little bit. Again, yeah, I'm Robert, but we changed the dates a little bit. I do appreciate everybody's patience and understanding. As y'all know, my wife's going to nursing school, and the days changed, new semester. So I want to accommodate for her because definitely she needs to go after her dream as well. And who am I to be selfish? So definitely want to give her time to study, get rid of those testings, reports, whatever she's got to do. It confuses the heck out of me, some of the things she's learning. So thank you all. We're going to talk about a few things. Definitely the stay-at-home order / opening Ohio that DeWine is talking about. Amy Acton's apparently is unconstitutional, which we all know. But Lake County ruled that it's unconstitutional for the gyms to be closed. There was about 24 that actually put a lawsuit against her, and it won. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First, this day in history. Today, in 1932, if you guys don't read that as well, but after flying 17 hours from Newfoundland, Amelia Earhart lands near Londonderry, Northern Ireland, becoming the first transatlantic solo flight by a woman. I admire her. I've always thought it was kind of interesting with Amelia Earhart and the Bermuda Triangle and the whole conspiracy that happened there. But the fact that she stood there, people telling her she would never be able to do it. You can't. Who are you? You're just a woman. You're not going to be able to do this or that. And she proved them wrong. And it's people like that that are inspiration to all women worldwide, and including men too, just as an individual. It's great. It's honorable. And she definitely paved the way for aviation. So salutes to you wherever you are. You're probably up in space, because I think one conspiracy is that you were abducted by aliens. But thank you for everything you've done and fighting for what you believe in. With that being said, we'll go with the quote of the day, or quote of the week, by Samuel Adams. The Constitution shall never be construed to prevent the people of the United States who are peaceable citizens from keeping their own arms. Obviously, I'm pro Second Amendment. Definitely should not be infringed. The left is trying to do everything they can to take our rights away from us, whether it's being allowed to go do our own gardening, to mowing our own lawn, to mowing our neighbor's lawn, or what's happening over in Michigan, to this whole COVID that's going on. It's ridiculous. And it's about time that people are stepping up. Hence why Lake County they had a lawsuit through Lake County, and it was ruled. It was about over 24 gyms. They filed a lawsuit, and it worked out. Now we just need everyone else to do it as well. Ruth, Kelly, thanks for joining. David, thanks for joining. I know it's kind of a weird day that we're actually posting. It's a Thursday. We're going to see how it works. I know Mondays are our biggest day, but I definitely want to get out there. Some people may not necessarily be able to view right now, but it gets viewed. Be more than happy to answer any questions anyone has. So the first thing we're going to talk about would be, and a lot of people haven't heard this name in a while, but ISIS and the COVID. Has anyone noticed what's been going on? Actually looking outside of Facebook, because it's not on Facebook. But the terrorists and the organizations, the groups, and the countries that want to take down America are laughing, and they're enjoying what's happening. They saw what can hurt us. A simple thing, the common cold. You ever watch War of Worlds? Aliens came down. They tried everything they can to stop it. All it took was a common cold to destroy them. That's what's going on us. We are simple common cold. Yeah, I know it's a COVID. It's a little bit worse. Some people think it's 100% fake. Some people don't. Some people think it's their worst thing since the Black Plague. I don't. I think it's definitely out there. We definitely need to be safe. Don't be sneezing in your hands and touching everything. Don't be coughing in people's faces. and we'll be fine. But these organizations, these terrorists, ISIS in particular, sees this, and they now know what they need to do. They are taking advantage of it. They see that our military is actually not downsizing, but they lowered the amount of training, the amount of exercises that they've been doing. What does that mean for them? Well, they know we're not recalled. It's going to take longer to recall. Part of the reasons why we have training is so that way we can actually have people staged worldwide where training for whatever reason happens, but it's also a strategic point where if something happens, we have our men and women there. They can go ahead and dispatch from wherever they're at. Hey, Kathy. Yes, definitely share this the video. I know it goes on my Facebook page, and there's a glitch with the new program where it doesn't give people a notification that we're live. So definitely, let me see if we can do this. If I can. Oh, I can't. We'll figure it out. But definitely share it on any page you guys know. Share it on your website. Invite your friends. Let them know. I'm definitely here to help out everybody in Ohio. Whatever I can do. I know I'm not a candidate before, but it doesn't mean that I can't stop or inform everybody what's going on or just talk and BS. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend coming up. The weather looks somewhat decent. Hopefully there'll be a nice little bike ride going on. One of the sad things is that they're not putting flags out on the cemeteries. So if you guys know if anyone needs help, I'll be more than happy to put flags out. These veterans deserve it. They definitely served our nation, paid the ultimate sacrifice, and the least we can do is put a flag, an American flag, by their grave one day a year. It should be 365 days throughout the year, 366 whatever during leap year, but it should be happening. I think it's pretty ridiculous that they're stopping the whole flag placement. They should definitely be doing that. I mean, you definitely can maintain 6 feet from everyone else who's helping out. So there's no reason why we can't do that. Jeannie became a grandma today. Congratulations. We want to see some pictures. If it's a boy or a girl, I mean, that's outstanding. So congratulations. I just saw your comment. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing going up. But that's outstanding. Let me see if I can get this. I'll get this program down. I know there's actually a lot more involved in it. There we go. All right, but as for, if you guys don't know, I mean, obviously terrorists are terrorists for a reason. They do everything they can to take over. Their whole goal is to take over the United States of America or destroy us to the ground. And now we are not purposely. I think some governors may be. I doubt, as much as I am very disappointed in our government, I doubt he's one of those. But he's being led down the wrong path. I believe when this first happened, I would have understood the whole stay at home first couple weeks. But here we are in end of May. It's May 21st, and nothing's really changed. Right now we have we have 1.5 million unemployed. We have a 780 rounded $1 million budget deficit. There's 81 daily being hospitalized. Now it's ridiculous because we have 27.5 confirmed cases. Only 5,200 are hospitalized, but there was a total tested was 270,000 people that were tested, and only 1,600 deaths. Now, one death is way too much, but if you look at the numbers and the percentages with everything else that's happening, suicides, traffic accidents, assaults, domestic violence, you have the flu, you have the common cold, you have heart attacks, you have cancer. You don't see them doing anything else about that. You don't see them rushing to find a cure for cancer. So all this things that's going on with the COVID is completely unconstitutional, and I think that with the gyms stepping up and pushing out lawsuit against Acton, thank you Lake County for ruling that it is unconstitutional and that they cannot be fined if they do go ahead and open up, regardless of what the governor stated, or excuse me, our Senator Palpatine, Amy Acton, is puts in her order. She's definitely not elected, and she should not be having those. It's Amy Acton. Jason, Lisa, thank you. It's a girl named Layla. Awesome. You're gonna have to send us some pictures. So, congratulations. But yeah, if you guys know any small businesses, I know there's a few small businesses. There was a salon. I forget where she was from, but she actually served time in jail, and because she opened up her salon, it was the only way she could make money. And she opened up her salon, and she got fined, and she actually spent like a day or two in jail. I can't believe we would do that. I would like to hear I know our law enforcement have to uphold the law and orders given by those who are directing them. I get it. But what is a lawful order? Right now, some of the orders that we're given are not lawful. And they need to stop doing that. I've been doing good, Jason. How have you been? I saw that one comment. I'm sorry I didn't respond back. It's been hectic. I literally just got out of work not too long ago. About the comment you made about... We actually talked about this with the whole COVID and shutting down the schools. There are individuals, students who have special needs. And they are being more neglected than other kids. Probably the problem was that individuals with special needs, depending on the... Excuse me for not being politically correct, but depending on the level of the special needs that they are, some need more attention than others. And these parents having to work, they really can't give these kids the attention or the adequate education they need. So having these schools shut down and no additional programming for them is definitely hindering them. Like for my son, he can just hop on the computer, talk to his teacher, do what he needs to do, and that's it. But there are some kids out there who have special needs who just can't do that. They can't do that online school. They can't do the FaceTime and the computer program. They need that extra, yeah, you're parents. It's the parents' responsibility. But there's a reason why these kids are in school for 8 hours a day. Going from one class to another. And I'm not an expert on history. I'm not an expert on math or science or social studies or any of that stuff. So who am I to be able to teach my kid these things? If they give me an arithmetic math problem, I have no idea how to solve it. I probably used to when I was in high school. When I went to college, I was able to. Now, half that stuff is drained out of my brain. I have no idea. So these schools need to make sure that they provide for these individuals who do need extra attention. Lisa, are you talking about the salon? The female who actually opened up a salon? They wanted her to apologize. I want to apologize too. Why should she apologize for providing for her own family? That is in so many ways wrong. I can't even share this on my own page. Go ahead and share. You guys are more welcome to share any groups that you guys have. Definitely want to take some advice on certain days, times. Mondays confirmed, but I would like a second day spread out. We really can't do the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We could, but again, I don't want to hinder my wife going after her dream because she does need time to study. So 2 days a week I think is plenty of time, and it gives us time to have more topics to talk about instead of talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Ruth, the CDC guidelines. The ones I saw for the CDC guidelines, it may be different. I mean, because they are always changing every day. However, the ones I saw was they want partitions between it. They want spacing for the kids. They definitely want every other row, every other seat. They want them all to wear masks, including 2 years old and older. Well, first of all, have you ever tried putting anything on a 2-year-old? My son can barely keep his pants on right now because he just wants to take it off and run around. That he's 4. I mean, that goes with, being a toddler, an infant to toddler, and growing up and learning. Trying to keep a mask on. And what are they going to do? Forcefully tie it on so he can't take it off? You're going to traumatize the kid. And I'll be damned if you're going to traumatize my kid. Yeah, I'm trying to share this thing on my page, but for some reason I can't. Because more people will see it. I don't. If you guys know anything about Facebook, definitely let me know. But with the schooling, yeah, I mean, my son, and I'm not trying to get all personal, but I love my son to death. I think he's brilliant. He is smart. I don't want to say he's lazy, but he's 11. He's lazy. I mean, he's 11 years old. I mean, he loves to do the work, but if he doesn't have to, he doesn't have to. His whole online thing is not good for him. He needs that being in the school, and not to mention you're socializing with other kids, which is definitely a huge factor in becoming a good citizen. Yeah. No, yes. Okay. John, you are right. I'm sorry, I have YouTube and Facebook at the same time. But John, you are right. Part of the way of actually being functional in society is being able to learn how to work with other individuals, whether you like them or not. Obviously, when you go to school, there are people you don't like, and there's some kids you do like, and everyone has their cliques and everything. However, you can't have that in your home. And you can only see your neighbors so many times, and they got their lives. So we really can't do that. So schools need to reopen. We actually just got a call yesterday, I believe, from our daycare. But obviously, Logan will start going into preschool, which I thought preschool was free. I could have sworn it was, but apparently not. He needs that. He needs that interaction with other kids. He needs to learn how to function with other kids instead of just mom, dad, and his 2 other brothers. It's the only way he's going to be a outstanding individual. They're forcing these kids to wear the face masks, keep 6 feet away. The sports that are non-contact sports. I mean, what really is a non-contact sport? You play flag football. That's not contact, but you have to stay within 6 feet. I mean, you can't put arms up, so you can't play football. Okay, so football's out. Well, baseball. How are you going to tag somebody out if you can't go within 6 feet? So baseball's out. This governor needs to get his head out of his rear end to figure out what's going on. The only other non-contact sport that you can maintain 6 feet in is golf. I mean, or video gaming. Video games even considered a sport. I think it's actually been classified as sport, which is crazy because I should be an all-star in that. Jason, give me 1 second to read that. Issues. Well, I know a lot of people that have Asperger's, which now has been classified as a form of Down syndrome. Depending on what level you are, or what type, obviously they have different triggers. They don't like to be restricted, so having a mask on them is going to be restricting. So you're going to have this child go to school who already is going to be a problem. Know how you look at it, that he or she will be a problem, and you're going to restrict him, and it's going to cause him to exacerbate any type of tics or reaction that he's going to have. It's going to cause even more problems. He's going to be disruptive, and then next thing you know, he's going to be kicked out of school, and the parents got to pick him up from school, and then by doing that, you're going to get fired from work because you keep leaving school because your kid can't maintain that mask on his face, and then what are you going to do? You're going to lose your job and be on welfare, be another statistic. Jumping back, yes, Ruth. Sorry, I just saw a comment. The judge should be apologizing. Yeah. So I do know. Well, okay. I get. I'll say it again. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to be safe, and they'd rather be safe than sorry. But the problem is, there's a limit. There's a line that you shouldn't be crossing, and they are crossing it. The government just needs to trust the people. I mean, you have restaurants opening nationwide, worldwide, and they have guidelines they have to follow, and they follow them. And when they don't follow them, what happens? They get shut down. Now, if a business does not want to wear masks, they refuse to wear them, they tell the employees, you don't have to if you don't want to. Well, that's fine. If you don't like the fact that they're not wearing masks, guess what? Don't go there to eat. It's that simple. If you think you're going to get sick by going there, then don't go there. If you're an employee who is upset because their boss is not forcing their wearing the masks, well, then don't be an employee there. Go look somewhere else for a job. Go find another job somewhere else. And there are jobs out there. There may not necessarily be careers, thanks to Tim Ryan, but there are jobs out there. You know, McDonald's is a job. Pizza Hut's a job. Taco Bell's a job. There are jobs out there. They're not careers. Now we're talking about jobs. If your workplace does not force the mask or the 6 feet issue, don't be a narc. Let them do it. Don't shop there. Don't eat there. And you're fine. Actually, the reason why several weren't open was I think if right now, and I didn't catch his speech today. I tried to catch a few of it before I started this live stream, but I said 8. I will start 8. But the last I heard was that he specified outside patios only. You know, with the weather being the way it is, I wouldn't want to stand outside getting rain eating. So I think some restaurants are just saying we can't say we'll be open today and open tomorrow. With weather being unpredictable, with a 60% chance of raining, we're not going to open because no one's going to come. And I don't want to waste any money that I don't already have paying for a staff that's going to serve food to nobody. So I understand why some of these businesses aren't opening up. But some of them are still open just for, you know, dine and dash or pick up, take home, take out, which is fine, but it still doesn't bring in enough revenue for that business to properly survive. They have bills they got to pay. You walked out of Michael's. Ruth, honestly, that happened to my wife. She was going through a drive-through, and they asked where her mask was. And she's like, I don't have one. I don't want to wear one. She does not have to wear one. But so people need to mind their own business. It's a recommendation. You're not forced to do it, so you don't have to do it. It's a recommendation. Hey, it's raining outside. We recommend you have an umbrella. How many people don't have an umbrella? Because they'll deal with the rain. You don't see anyone going on that. Hey, where's your umbrella? It's like, I'm a big boy. I can do what I want. You know, geez, people need to just chill out. Yeah, because it was early. I forget what day it was, but I didn't know the inside today. I didn't hear that I know he was planning on today, but I didn't hear him officially say today that it is today. I missed his talk today, but I don't take anything that he says, period, until actually the day of. Because they've always twisted their story on what they plan on doing every day. They'll say, hey, we're going to open up tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes, oh, we're going to extend it for a week. So until I actually hear him say, we are open as of right now, then I'm not going to believe it. Also, who knows, tomorrow he might just cancel it. Amy Acton is extremely out of control. She needs to have her power. The state reps are trying to take her away her power. She has been allotted so much power, and she is definitely abusing it. They keep claiming the whole statistics. Oh, the data. We don't have the data. Oh, we got the data. Oh, the CDC says to do ABC. Hey, don't do ABC. Do EFG. Oh, hey, don't do EFG. You need to do A, Z, and Y. They can't make up their mind, which is one of the reasons why we, the people, are getting a little pissed off. Because they say one thing and they change their dang mind the next day, and they go back the next day and they change their mind again the next day. How are we supposed to function when they're changing their mind? When these businesses are prepping, like there was Ruth and Trudy was saying, but the businesses are allowed to open up. They're worried that if they open up, when are they going to close again? Because they have to buy product. If I was a business, I had a restaurant, and I was told I could open up on the 21st, which was today, I wouldn't have bought anything. For how much he's changed his mind, I wouldn't have bought anything. What I mean by that is my produce, the food, you have to hire employees, doing all that stuff. Because what if I spent all that money buying product, hiring individuals, doing their background check, which does take money, getting the employee their uniform, because chances of you having the same employee are slim to none, because their employee needs money too. They probably went and found another job at a so-called essential business. So you have to hire brand new employees. And then the next thing is, after you spend all that money, you're ready to open up today, and the Dwayne says, you know what, we're going to wait a week. Guess what happens in that week? You lose all that money from everything you just did. You have to tell that new hire employee, sorry, we're not opening up for another week. And then they're going to go find another job. All that product that you just bought, half of it's probably going to expire. These are things the governor is not, or at least hasn't divulged that he's taking into consideration. We need leaders, not bosses. I've said it once, said it twice, said it 1,000 times. Bosses are people who just spew out orders. Leaders are the ones who motivate and ensure their lessers are doing great, have a clear path to success. He is not ensuring that we have a clear path to success. He's actually setting us up a clear path for failure. Johanna Michael, thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm tired of listening to him too, Trudy. I'm not going to say I disagree with everything DeWine has done his entire time as a governor. But this particular, I'm extremely disappointed. Obviously, the pink flag laws I don't like. Bringing the refugees here, I don't like, because they're not properly vetted. The ones who are properly vetted, okay. I definitely want to help out other individuals, but not at the cost of neglecting our own citizens. I'll mute that. Sorry. We definitely do. Yes, America first, always first. If you guys didn't watch Trump's speech, he said that regardless of what happens, he's not going to close the country again. And I appreciate his statement. I really do. We cannot let our enemies see how vulnerable we are over a moderate to severe virus. We need to tackle it and still keep our head up, moving forward, and be taking care of individuals. I think that we would have been great just doing recommendations. Just recommending businesses do ABC instead of shutting them down wholeheartedly. Leave it up to the business to take appropriate action. Leave it up to the businesses to ensure their employees are properly following the hygiene procedures. Ensure that their employees are sick. Leave them, let them be. Because we are showing the world how weak we really are. Yes, in essence for ISIS. Um, this is here we go. Um, this is from an article in April, little late, but it both most adequately states what we're trying to say. But as we all know, the coronavirus pandemic has cast a gloomy, painful shadow over the entire world. Al Qaeda declared in recent communication from leadership, titling it "The Way Forward," adding, "There appears to be no light at the end of the dark tunnel in America. People are stuck in their homes. Shops and businesses are being forced to shut down. Global economy is paralyzing the world, utterly perplexed by this." The terror group continued. "Everything that was once taken for granted lies now in grave jeopardy. Economies, a major nation lies in ruin after they find their entire state apparatus, including army and security, pinned down." Right there. Their army is pinned down, which means we're not activating our veterans, our military personnel. We're not conducting training because we're trying to keep 6 feet social distancing. So we're not doing any of that. So our men and women are getting lazy. We need constant training. The military is a fighting force. We are always ready. The Marines in particular, are anywhere in the world within 24 hours ready to fight. But we need that training. How can we have that training if our entire nation is shut down and we're not allowed to have that because we have this social distancing that's going on? I think it's time that we stand up and take our country back, state by state. I'm not saying attack. I'm not saying bull rush or break through windows over in in Columbus, which apparently happened 3 or 4 protests ago. Don't do that. That's stupid. But we do need to stand up like these gyms did. These 36 odd gyms, they filed a lawsuit and they won. There is a right way to do it, and I think if we do it the right way, we can stand up and we will be successful. As long as we stay and we work together. The Governor Dwayne goes on his question without really. Yep. Yes. The governor is. I mean, I'm sure the governor is not. Benefit of doubt, devil's advocate. I'm sure the governor is not doing this all on his own whim. I'm sure he's got people talking in his ear, and the problem is that he's not using his own common sense. It kind of seems like he is being a sheep, being led around instead of actually leading around. So, all right. So, with that being said, if you guys think this is a good time to do it, our podcast on Thursday, let me know. If there's another time that you think would be beneficial, let me know. It has to be 8 o'clock. I'm sure Saturday, Sunday, we're a little bit more flexible on time. Obviously, because I don't work on the weekends. Knock on wood. Some weekends I have, but mostly we're off every weekend. We work Monday through Friday. It's great because it gives me the weekends with the kids and my wife. So if you think a better time is suitable for this online to get more people, get out there, have more engagement, let me know. Definitely share the videos. Let your friends know when we go live. If you have a topic you want us to talk about, Jason, I know you sent me a message, and I know I just saw it not too long ago, and I'm sorry, but I will address this on our next podcast. We were talking about like individuals with special needs and their education. We'll talk about that too. Now, hey, love. My wife says hi to everybody. So let us know. But with that being said, thank you. We may or may not be on Monday. Monday is, as you all know, Memorial Day. One thing I can say to you is don't thank a veteran on Memorial Day. Not trying to be rude. Don't thank a veteran. This is not Veterans Day. This is for those who pay the ultimate sacrifice. Give them a nod, whatever, but don't shake their hand and say thank you, because it's hard to explain. But when you do that, that day is not for us. It's for those who can't be here. So if you try to thank us, it's like us taking away what they did. So don't thank a veteran. Thank a veteran that passed away. Give them a nod. If you see them walking around, that's all I would suggest you do. So that being said, thank you all. God bless every single one of you, and God bless America.